于生存在我这个时代的人来说，荒诞的事情每天都在发生，像是捐佛强娶新妇，臣下刺杀王，多到都不能够得上。在天子朝堂，诸侯们毕竟只是诸侯。生存在我这个时代的人来说，荒诞的事情每天都在发生。
What's up, YouTube? This is your boy Red Crimson 102. Today I have a very interesting video. The Steam Deck OLED is here. Everybody's excited about it. And the one thing that everybody wants to know is what's the difference between the 512 gigabyte and the 1 terabyte anti-edge, anti-glare screen. And there's a lot of videos out there. Actually, there's a lot of people out there that thinks somehow creating this big controversy that is a difference between the 512 gigabyte OLED screen and a 1 terabyte OLED screen. And I'm here to put that controversy to rest. People on YouTube, these bloggers in the comment section have nothing better else to do with their time. And I'm here to prove to you that both screens are the same and there is no difference. The only difference is the anti-glare is just what it is. You're going to get less reflections with the anti-glare screen. So if you take your system on the go, you want to play outside, obviously the anti-glare screen would be best for you. Now, if you don't care about that and you mostly game on a couch inside your house, then the 512GB model might be okay with you. There's going to be a lot of reflection on the screen. I've seen it personally with my own eyes, but it doesn't really bother me. It may bother some, it may not bother some, but in all actuality, stop with the controversy. None is better than the other. They're both the same screen. The only difference is the anti-glare. If you care about not having any glare or reflection on your screen while you game, go with the anti-glare. If you can only afford the 512 model, so be it. Get it. You're not missing out, and you'll be fine. If you have the extra money and you like the cosmetic look of the 1TB model, the limited edition model, then go for it. If not, then don't worry about it. Just get either one. And also too, if you have the base model Steam Deck, the launch model, I think you should stick with it. You'll be fine. But you'll be hard pressed for what I'm about to show you guys later on in the video. But I'm gonna go ahead and just do some quick comparisons for right now. So there's a screen right there in front of you. Let me cut this light off. Oh, let me cut it on. It was off. Hold on. So that's with the light on. And let me cut this light off. Actually pretty much look the same, so I mean, let me know when you guys see the difference. So you have the anti-glare and you have the non-anti-glare, which is the one on top. So as you can see from this angle, there's more glare on the top versus the bottom. See, barely any glare. As you can see, there's glare at the bottom right here. If you look at the bottom, you can see the glare. And on here, you don't see any glare. Go from the side. All this controversy for nothing. Do this one more time. See, the top model has lots of glare. If you look at the bottom model, no glare. If you look at the color saturation, kind of really don't see any difference. If anything, I think it looks the same. This one might be a little bit more white, a little bit brighter. Colors seem a little bit cooler on here, and right here, but the mountain's a little bit warmer. But let's check out the display. Make sure it's the same. Well, I had the color vibrancy all the way up. Alright, so let's go back. I mean, you probably can't see it on the camera, but the background right here is a little bit more white, and here's a little bit more warmer, like a brownish color. I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera. let's go. Let's get into it. Another thing I noticed was the limited edition one loads up a little bit faster. Not sure why that is. You guys let me know when you see a difference. Let me zoom out. Loving that anti-glare screen. The 512 model is just reflecting so much reflections. Alright, so we're gonna and again, let me guys know if you see the difference.
像是君父强取心腹，臣下刺杀王上，宁臣参后中。
Still see some glare on the top screen, which is a 512 model. Let's carry on. Actually, we're gonna skip that. Not sure if you guys can see it on camera, but from where I'm standing, it looks the same. I really see no difference. One doesn't look better than the other. We're going to look at it from a different angle again. Remember, the anti-glare is at the bottom. The non-anti-glare is on the top. And as you can see, there's more glare on the top. From the side. There you have it. So from my test, the 512 isn't any different or better than the 1 terabyte, and the 1 terabyte isn't better than the 512. They're both using the same screens. On camera, it looks the same to me. Excuse me. In person, it looks the same. So, you know, you can take what I say with a grain of salt, because actually the camera can never really capture what the screen really looks like with the native eye. Actually, I'm recording this on my phone, and the Samsung, the colors pop more on the phone, so it looks a little bit more vibrant on my phone than it does in person. So what I just did was change the vivid brightness to natural colors on my Samsung phone, because we all know that the colors on the Samsung OLED screen always pops. It exaggerates the colors. So I had to go back into my settings on my phone and change it to natural colors, not vivid. So right now it's not using the OLED colors, it's using its natural colors. So you guys, you know, take a good look for yourself, and you let me know if you see a difference. and we can look at it from any angle. It's all the same, man. There's more glare on the non-anti Steam Deck. Now I'm going to do something real interesting. Alright, so this is the test I wanted to show you guys. So now I'm going to compare the Switch OLED to the Steam Deck OLED screen. And personally, the screen on the Nintendo Switch OLED looks hell of a lot better than the OLED screen on the Steam Deck, and that's a given, hands down. I've heard a lot of people saying that the Steam Deck has the best OLED screen on the handheld. No, that's not true. That's a lie. That still goes to the Nintendo Switch OLED. As you can see, it's clearly, you can see more color popping right here on the two characters right here on the top versus the dull looking colors on the Steam Deck OLED.
对于生存在我这个时代的人来说，荒诞的事情每天都在发生。
Alright, so I'll switch from natural back to vivid. It's looking kind of different on camera. It looks pretty good on the camera, but what I'm seeing on the camera is not what I'm seeing in person. The colors still look muted and dull on the Switch OLED over the Nintendo Switch, which is kind of weird. So the actual camera is not representing how the image really looks in person. So Nintendo Switch for the win from what I'm seeing in person. But you guys let me know in the comment section. And while I'm here, let's go ahead and do a glare comparison between the Switch OLED and anti-glare Steam Deck. It seems like the Switch has less glare. And see, from this angle, you can even tell it looks better on the Switch. Yeah, see, now I can see a good representation of how the colors really look. If you look at the curtain, see how red it is on the Switch OLED versus how dull it looks on the Steam Deck OLED. It amazes me how great of a system the Nintendo Switch is, man, and that's why the Nintendo Switch is still the GOAT in my eyes. I see why it sold so many units over its competition. Everybody's chasing the Switch dream. All these PC handhelds want to be the Switch when it takes the Switch place. It's not just about, you know, making a powerful handheld, a more powerful Switch and call it a day. But I see why Nintendo's beating the hell out of these wannabe Switch PC handheld, and it's funny to me. I mean, I respect them all. As you can see from my videos, I have all systems, all handhelds. You know, I'm not biased towards any company, but you know, I got to keep it real, because there's a lot of people out there that have all these silly opinions, and they try to defend their purchase and defend what they like. I'm not that kind of person. I'm more of a factual person. I go by facts and logic. You know, I'm not a fan of any of these consoles or systems, but Nintendo did it right with the Switch OLED. I've also heard that Valve used the same screen that from Samsung that Nintendo used with the Switch OLED, but Nintendo utilized it a lot better than Valve ever did, because with the Switch OLED, it works with every single game. Every single game you throw at the Switch OLED, it pops. But I really didn't see that much of a difference on the Steam Deck OLED, even versus the LCD launch model Steam Deck. Especially now that Valve came out with an update where you can actually adjust the color setting on the LCD launch model Steam Deck. It actually made the regular Steam Deck a lot better too as well. So yeah, man, Switch for the win all day. Now I got another fun one for y'all. This is actually one of my new favorite games. Disney's Speedstorm. I really like this game. If you all haven't checked it out yet, go ahead and check it out. It's really, really good. It's basically like a Mario Kart game with Disney characters. But anyway, let's get into the next comparison. Now you guys let me know if you see the difference. Now at first glance, they seem really, really identical. And I would go ahead and say they pretty much do the same, right? But if I want to nitpick, I can be honest with myself and say on the Steam Deck OLED, it looks a little bit more cleaner. But we all know that Steam Deck is more powerful than the Nintendo Switch, so I expect it to look, you know, a little bit better or better, whatever. But there's a slight blur on the Nintendo Switch. I don't know if you can see it on camera. And it's a little bit more cleaner by a bit on the Steam Deck OLED. But let's move along. Once again, let me know if you guys see the difference. And mind you, this is a 2017 handheld versus a 2023 handheld, or if you want to say a 2-year-old handheld. But either way, the deck is a lot newer than a Nintendo Switch, and it surprises me how the Switch is keeping up with the Steam Deck. That's kind of crazy, but then again, it's Nintendo, man. Nintendo's the greatest. They know how to utilize their hardware and make games. They've been doing this forever. But moving along.
Mickey Mouse, at your service.
Once again, let me know if you guys see the difference. Now, of course, the screen is a lot brighter on the Switch Deck. The screen is a bit brighter on the deck OLED because it has 600 nits. Now I changed it, so don't worry about the colors of the card because I actually changed the color on the card on the Nintendo Switch. So that's why it has like a deeper yellow than the yellow on the Steam Deck because I changed the skin. But don't worry about all that. Definitely brighter on the Steam Deck, but what I'm noticing is my camera or the light is actually making the lighting on the Steam Deck look a little bit brighter on the car. So you can see more. You can definitely see more highlights on the car on the Steam Deck, but my camera is exaggerating it a bit. But all in all, it still looks the same. Let me know if you see a difference. The highlights is definitely a little bit better on the deck.
Everyone stay loose out there. That's right. Mickey Mouse is in the house.
I actually like the reflections a lot better on the Nintendo Switch versus the Steam Deck OLED. Now from what I'm seeing is, so far the game looks the same. Only difference is because of the 600 nit screen on the deck OLED, it does look brighter than the Nintendo Switch's screen. But that's okay, that's expected. But it impresses me how close a 2017 system can look to a 2023, 2022 system. Very, 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 very impressive. I'm very impressed with how far they can push the Nintendo Switch. To me, the reflections look a lot better on the Nintendo Switch. Very impressed. And of course, like I said, man, the brighter nit screen on the Steam Deck OLED and the highlights does look a lot better on the deck for sure. But I mean, come on, guys. I mean, it's really, really close. The music is actually coming from the Steam Deck itself. That's max volume. And we already know that the Steam Deck is going to beat the Nintendo Switch when it comes to sound. That's a given. That's a sound comparison for you. Definitely the deck sounds better. And yeah, guys, so that's going to be it for the comparison. Just look out for more comparisons. I just wanted to clear the air about people saying that the screen on the 512 gigabyte Steam Deck is better than the anti-glare 1 terabyte screen on the Deck OLED. It's not true. They're both the same. They're both using the same screen. There is absolutely no difference. So it all boils down to, do you play your system a lot on the go and you don't want your games to have reflection, then go to anti-glare. If the glare doesn't bother you, then you go to 512. But I had to put that controversy to an end because they're both the same screen. It doesn't matter which one you use. I'm kind of see more glare on the Switch, to be honest with you. Both look great from an angle. One more time. Yeah, man. Switch for the winner overall as far as screen. So I still think the screen is a lot better on the Nintendo Switch versus the Steam Deck OLED. But I guess that boils down to maybe depending on the games that you're playing as well. Matter of fact, while I'm here, let's do one more test. What's going on? Okay, so this is one of my new favorite games I've been playing. It's a Metroidvania. I'm pretty sure you guys heard of it. It's called The Last Faith. I'm going to do a comparison on that today. And you guys know if you see a difference. And always keep in mind, guys, it always looks different over the camera versus in person with your naked eyes. It's kind of hard for the camera to really capture what the image really looks like. Trying to adjust this. Alright, so you guys let me know what's up. Talk to me. Well, I know it's two different save points in two different areas, but from what I can see, the Switch version has a tint to it. More so like an atmospheric tint, like it seems like the light from the candles reflecting off the background. I kind of like that. Here you don't really see that. The color palette seems a little bit different. Looks a bit more cleaner on here, while on the Switch it looks a little bit more gritty and more grimy. And that could be due to, you know, the graphic fidelity of the Steam Deck versus the Nintendo Switch, or maybe just the era that I'm in. She's more atmospheric on the Switch, and it looks also a little bit different on camera too as well. So alright guys, so yep, that's it. That's a comparison between the 512 gigabyte and the 1 terabyte anti-glare screen. So you guys can use my video as your own judgment and see which one you rather get, and see for yourself if there really is a difference or there isn't a difference. I personally think there is absolutely no difference, and if there was, it's a very minor one, like a 0.1 difference, where it really wouldn't matter which one you go with. It's all about, you want to glare on your screen. Do you mind having a glare on your screen with stuff in the background, the sunlight or whatever light source in your way or not? That's what it all boils down to, whether the glare bothers you or not. If it doesn't bother you, get the 512. If it does bother you, get the 1 terabyte model. But I just wanted to clear the misconception on the differences of the screen, because there is none. If you're new to my channel, like and subscribe, and feel free to drop any comments in the comment section. I love to hear your guys' opinion, and let me know if you want me to do a certain game comparison on both models. Red Crimson 1 or 2, I'm out of here. Oh yeah, and stop listening to those people saying that there's a big difference, because there's not. Stop listening to them. They're the same. Like and subscribe.